Hello and welcome to Home vs. House. I'm Lisa, and this is a channel where I share budget-friendly home decor and lifestyle ideas. Guys, I am back with another video. This time I am in the inside of my home, and I am sharing how I've decorated my small dining room for the fall. So I put some fall touches. There was no new purchase on this one. I just used things that I already had. Some were clearance item from last fall. Some were things that I've had for a number of years. A lot of it was thrifted, but I'll walk you through and just give you a setup of what I did with my dining room for the fall. Guys, enjoy this video. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do so. Please give me a like and comment on this video as well. And here we go on my fall dining room. All right, guys, so let us start with this side of the dining room. My dining room is adjacent to my sitting room, and so this is the doorway separating the sitting room to the dining room. And in the doorway, I have these thrifted beaded curtains that works really well over here. It separates the room, but not entirely. You can still have access to both, and there's a flow. So I really like the addition of this beaded curtain in these two spaces. On this wall, I have these two thrifted pieces, and I've had these for quite some time. There was no new purchase for this fall season decoration. These are two pieces that I picked up, again, thrifted. A few years ago, I had it out in my kitchen for quite some time, and recently I added it to this wall. This doorway separates my kitchen from my dining room, and up on this wall, or on this side, I have this piece. It's a combination of thrifted, two thrifted pieces that I have done some DIY work on. So the bottom piece, I painted. I had it in another area. I brought it out here, I think it was last year, and it's still here. And the top piece is actually, or was, a dresser drawer that I had picked up thrifting a lot of years ago. My daughter used it for quite a bit of time in her room, and then it sat out in the garage for a couple more years, and then last year sometime I brought it and I added it to this space for some storage and some height purposes, I guess. And so in the middle, there's an open storage space that I added some fall picks. These are fall picks that I've had for quite some time, and I brought it out for the season. Down below, I have some, in this second open space, I have some candles and just some overflow of trays and plates. Down at the bottom, I have some glassware, and that middle drawer is where I keep my cloth napkins. And then up on this wall, I've had these two brass pieces here for a while, and I just kept it throughout the years because it's a good spot for it. The bottom piece really reminds me of fall with the wheat displays. In this corner, I just have this armchair. I've had this armchair for quite some time. I don't even remember the store that I purchased it from, but Oftentimes I just throw a throw blanket over one side of it, but I was going through my fall stash and I am using my other fall throw blankets in other areas of my home, so this is left bare for now. The rug I've had for quite a bit, maybe going on 3 years now. I purchased it from Amazon. I have swapped out other rugs in other areas of my home to put here, and I keep coming back to this rug being here, so there must be a reason. This is the spot that I like it the most in, and so it remains here. On this corner, I also have another combination of thrifted DIY piece. The bottom piece was actually a gift from a friend, and I just have my, what I call my good dishes, or coordinated dishes down here, and we do eat regularly with these dishes as well, or use them usually in a Sunday meal or so. And then the top piece is a piece that I picked up thrifting, and then the side pieces was a DIY addition. The open shelf here, I added some fall picks that was already in my stash, and then up above I just have this wooden basket with other fall picks in there as well. I want to go back to this corner. So up on the very top I have a wooden tray or wooden holder that I have an overflow of chargers stored up there, and then I added this decorative fall plate that I also picked that up thrifting as well throughout the years, and I added it up here. My table, so my dining room table, this is an everyday look for this table. I did go ahead and add one of my fall tablecloths. So this came from Amazon a couple of years ago. It might have even been last year actually. It was at the end of fall last year, and it was a clearance item on Amazon, and I really like the color. So I added it to this space. And this table also, because it's an everyday look, there's a lot of practicality in it. The tray in the middle, the basket in the middle, not only does it hold some fall picks, but it also holds a salt and pepper shaker, pepper sauce, and then over here there's a jar of toothpicks there as well. And then in between I added some fall picks that I've had for quite some time. On this side I have this small basket of nuts, and then it's sitting on top of my pumpkin plate that was also thrifted. This is a space that we not only use to dine, we eat most of our meals here, but it's also a workspace, a school space, a conversation space, arts and a craft space. So it is definitely a multi-space, a multi-purpose space. And it is very common for this space to have snacks on it. In fact, it's almost a daily thing with the nuts over here, but then over here I usually have some kind of seasonal treats, baked goods. So this was the remnants of a power bar batch that I made yesterday. Maybe on a future video I will walk through, either share the recipe or walk through making of this. It's a combination of oatmeal, fresh blueberries, some nuts, cocoa powder, brown sugar, and dark chocolate. And it is really good. I'm surprised that we still have some, because usually the day after it is gone. The table itself was a gift from a friend many years ago, and I had stripped the paint and just kept the wood a raw color. It's still that way underneath the tablecloth, but I am getting ready to sand it and put some, rub in some oil on it to preserve it a little bit more. The set of chairs was a thrifted pieces that I got from the Restore a few years ago, and I just replaced the set that I had here prior. My window treatments, they were Amazon purchases that I made a few years ago, and I have the same set in this door leading out to my back porch. Guys, that is what I've done so far with this dining room for the fall. I really love the way it looks, and I like the fact that this room remains practical. It gets a lot of use, and one of the things that I wanted to do in this space that I do pretty much every season is I want to keep in mind that it is a practical space that gets everyday use, and I didn't want to have to do I didn't want to decorate it in a way that I would always have to take down my decorations for the practical use. So this works out perfect. The tablecloth remains here. I usually keep this table covered with some kind of seasonal tablecloth, and the things on it, it still rings fall, but I don't have to sacrifice practical use. I don't have to take down anything for us to use it. Most of the decor up here is out of the way, but it's still, I am a seasonal decorator, and so I love to bring in the season with items that represent that season. But again, I want to make it practical because at the end of the day, because we're using this space so often, I don't want to have to take down and put up that kind of thing. So that's the look that it has so far. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I hope that I have given someone some ideas on what to do with their space, a budget-friendly idea of what to do with their space as they transition from season to season. So this is my look for the fall. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I plan to have other or similar content in the coming weeks. And so please subscribe, turn on your notification if you need to. Also like and comment on this video. So until the next video, please do take care and stay well. Bye.